Right, so today you join me for a really exciting day. We're going to make some big visual changes to the car. So we're going to be changing the front grille to the RS honeycomb style grille, which I'm really excited about. We'll probably be getting rid of the front number plate for now, and we'll also be fixing a problem with the undertray, and we'll be changing the front fog lights to like a bright HID style LED bulb. So as for the undertray, let me explain quickly. The undertray, I had some work done on the car, and I think the garage didn't put the bolts back in the undertray. So then when I was driving along the motorway one day, it dropped down, basically just got destroyed. But it's still attached, so I've sellotaped it back up. So I've ordered a fresh undertray, so we're going to get underneath, get the old one off, put a new one on, and put the RS honeycomb style grille on, and we'll do the fog lights. I'll walk you all through it anyway and show you what to do, how to do, and fingers crossed it'll all go to plan. But so let me quickly see if I can show you the damage on the undertray. So I don't know if you can see it, that is all the black tape that I have put under there. And then you can see it's just, there you go, that's a hole in the undertray. It is just battered. So we've got a brand new one to get on there. We'll get the car in the air and try and get on there. And like I said, we've got to get these bits off as well. So we're going to start getting the grille off. So you've got to remove these plastic trim pieces. They just clip off. That's one side, let's get the other side. So I think now we've got to remove these 4 bolts. So you've got one here, one here, one here, one here. They're a T30 torque bolt. So let me just get them out. Right. Make sure you put them somewhere safe. I'm sure we'll need them later. Now let's see. So the grille has been a bit difficult to get off. We've sort of hit a snag. It's off 50% of the way. So I'm going to get underneath. I'm going to take the undertray off. We might have to take the bumper off, but I'm not quite sure. Let's get underneath, get the undertray off, and we'll go from there. So if I show you underneath, so it's not the best light under here. Oh, there you go. So this is all my bodge job to repair the undertray. Knife. So this is my bodge job to repair the undertray, so we just cut it all off. You can see the problem was, I've got cable ties on here and everything. The problem was the screws here and all along here were missing, so the tray was just hanging loose, sort of like that. So you got this big gap of air with the car just catching air. It's like a bit of an air brake underneath the car, sort of get a bit of like ground effect going on. So let's get this off and we'll go from there. So these ones along here, sort of the middle just before you get to the end, these are 30 torque 30s, just like in the bumper. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. There's also just on the sides here some smaller torques. I'm not sure what size they are yet. And then at the back here, you've got 1, 2 torque 30 bolts. Oh, and there's 2 more on the sides as well. So right at the back, you've got one big torque 40 bolt that connects the tray to the rest of the car. So that's your one you got right at the back. That's a 40. And then on the sides there you've got smallers, which are a torque 25, and you've got 2 of those on each side. So just try and you have to try and remember where they came from. It's a bit difficult. I don't know why they didn't just make them all the same, but nothing's ever easy, is it? So you probably won't have to do this, but I've just got a couple of cable ties that I put in to hold it, and that's it, we're free. Just get it out, quick have a look. Damage. So as you can see, it's extremely damaged. I mean, this was my bodge job, which has worked. This has held for a good few months, but obviously it's not doing the job that it was designed to do. So that's for the bin. We have got a new one, but let's focus on getting this grill sorted. Then we'll do the fogs. This will be the last bit to go on. As a little tip as well, I would say just get underneath and have a good look over everything that you can't usually see. That's usually hidden by the undertray. So you can see the whole bottom of the engine, you can see your drive shafts, and just give it all a little visual inspection. You'll notice if you've got any bad severe oil leaks or anything like that. You can just give it a little visual inspection while you're down here. You're not going to be down here often, hopefully, so you give it a little visual inspection and see if there's anything wrong. Luckily enough, mine looks completely fine, so let's get back to work. Well, so here, if you come in here, these clips are really difficult to get off. You're going to need like a pry tool or something, and you're going to need a good bit of brute force. So I'll show you that once I come on. Let me see if I can show you on the other side. Just about, there you go, see, so you just want just a bit of brute force, don't be shy. Sort of way, there you go, see, so once you get them clips out, it's very easy to come straight off. As you can see, we have damaged it a bit, but it's going in the bin anyway, so who really cares? So one handy thing about taking the grill off is now we're changing the undertray. You've got these, if I can get them out, these clips in here. My ones are a little bit damaged. I've got new ones, so I'm going to change them while I'm here. This has made this, you will be able to get to them from underneath with the undertray off. This just made it a little bit easier for me. So there's 3 clips. If I find my bag, I've got a full bag of all new clips for underneath. So if we get it open, don't know if these ones are going to fit. They look a bit bigger. Let's give it a try and see. So with these, you want this bit at the top. So you're going to slide in just like that. So I'll show you. Just pull this little bit of plastic down. You slide it out. Give it. Oh, there you go. Give it a little bit of even force on either side. It'll clip back in. Just clip that bit straight back up, and you should be lined up, ready for your undertray to go back on. Now we need to get this bit off. So there is a screw either side here. They need to come out. Luckily enough, I've got this little tool. There you go. So this is why people tell you to take the bumper off. This is actually attached to the other grill, and it holds it on either side by a little torque bolt. But if you're not going to keep the other grill or sell it or anything, you bet if you're taking the bumper off is a little bit daunting, just do what I showed you, and then you can even just get something in there and just get some pliers and just get this bit off, and then you're back free. So let's just quickly do the other side, and then we'll move on to the next problem. I think we are about to be free. So a little bit of a pain, but worth it. I don't want to take this bumper off, so for me it's worth it, but you can make your own decision on that. So now this piece has to come off. Now to me, on this car, it is attached, so I'm going to cut it. So I'm going to cut it here. Luckily enough, I have a Dremel, so give me 2 minutes to get it set up, and then we're going to cut here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut right down here, just so you want to keep your clips intact. So I've got the Dremel here. I'm just gonna run it. All I do is run it down. It's only a very thin piece of plastic. I think you could cut it with like an axe or something if you wanted, I mean, it wouldn't be a big deal, but if I've got the tool, so why not use it? Shout out PLI Works on Instagram for lending me the tool, much appreciated. Give them a follow, it's a good car page. But let's get going. Goggles on, safety first. Right, so goggles on. Let's and there we go. So like I said, not very difficult at all. Just break off the excess little bits of plastic there. Fine. Right, let's quickly jump to the other side. Jump to the other side. Right, and that's your piece off there. So now, turn it off. Now we need to also remove this. So let's see how that's going to be done. Right, so as you can see, this piece of polystyrene does run the whole length of the bumper, which I didn't know. So I'm cutting it. So let's just be gentle not to cut any of the wires. You do sort of want to get it as flush with the bumper as you can, because you don't want people to see it. So there you go, another bit in the bin. I'm just gonna clean even. I'm just gonna trim it up a little bit, just so we don't see it. Like I said, be careful with your wires. So we are going to have to paint this. So give it 2 seconds and we'll start getting it prepped and we'll paint it. So to paint this bit, you got to get it ready. So cut these off. There you go. You need to give this a good clean up. As you can see, mine's filthy, so I'll clean it and then come back. So important part of this, once you've cleaned, just make sure there's no surface dirt on there. Just cover up everything you don't want to get paint on. So this is just a base coat for metal, and you just want short little sprays, just like I was doing, short little sprays. Nothing, don't stay on one area too long, and don't go back and forth over the same patch too many times, or you'll start to get runs. Right, so we're now, if you look now, you see the difference. This is only like 3 coats. I'm probably going to go for about 2 more coats. You leave it about 5 minutes in between each coat, and then you just want to give it just a, like I said, just short like that, just a little mist. But I'm probably going to give it 1 more coat, about 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes, and then we'll start putting some colour on. And then after the colour, I've also got a higher temperature lacquer. So what we're using, let me just show you, so it's an anodised base coat for metal. And then I'll show you the colour. The colour literally I bought for £1 from Poundland. And then that's your colour. It's just going to be a gloss black. It's sitting behind the grille, so it doesn't have to be perfect. And then we've got a higher coat clear lacquer to go on, which is used for engines, brake calipers, things like that. keep, like, give you a shiny little effect, and it's good for the heat build up, won't melt the paint. So yeah, like I said, we'll come back when we're putting some colour. So as you can see, the coats are built up now, so you get a nice like silver finish. And now we'll start adding colour. Like I said, I got this from the pound shop for £1, so we'll see how it looks. So again, you just want light sprays, and you want to just build up the colour over time. Nothing too heavy. Don't go over the same spot too many times. Just put a little coating on like that. Come underneath. At the top. And just give it a little minute to dry. And just keep building up your coats over time. So let me get a couple of coats on and then we'll see how it looks. So we're about 5 or 6 coats into the black. I think we still need a little few touch-ups, but I'm going to give it a minute just to dry. But because we're losing light, I thought let's get the Undertray on. So that's on, out of the way, one thing done, finally. So I haven't even opened this, so hopefully it's right. It should it should be the right one. Let me get it open and we'll have a look. Right, so here we go. It does look to be the same one. It is a different colour, but if I get my beautiful assistant to hand me the old one, we'll marry them up next to each other. Yeah, I think we're about there. It just isn't black, but it's underneath the car, so who really cares? So I'm going to try and just secure a couple of the bolts in, just so it's held out the way, and I can really concentrate on getting it exactly situated. So if I could just lean down here. So I'm going to secure the big bolt in the back first. I'm just going to do it hand tight. Let's go. And I think where this one is new, they're a little bit stiffer to get in. I just need to see if these go. No, they sit above, so that's alright. So I get this in. That's the Torque 40 bolt. And I've got a couple of 30s. Go. Oh no. Oh, something I've just noticed about this one. In the one that came off of the car, it had bolts going along the middle. This one doesn't, only front and back. So let me just see if I've got the right ones. And what you want to do is when you come around the front here, you're going to just poke these pieces underneath like that. So a little bit my fault for being a bit of a cheapskate, but I bought a non-OEM Undertray from eBay, which has obviously been cast by someone. It does fit. It's very tight. I've had to struggle with it for a good 10-15 minutes, but we have got all the bolts back in, all the clips back in. The bolts at the front, like I said, go into, they look like this, and they go into the clips that I showed you earlier. We've got all of them back in, so everything is back in. If you look at it, it does fit. It's better than what I had. I mean, it's better than a load of black sellotape. To be fair, I think when I've got a little bit of extra money, I might change it and just get an OEM one. But for now, it'll do the job. So let's start getting some clear coat on the black. So now we're finished with the black. It was probably 6 or 7 layers in the end, just light layers though. We're going to do a couple layers of the heat resistant lacquer, and we should be ready to finally put the car back together. So we'll give that a little few minutes to dry. Come back, get another coat on, and we'll see. So we're going to get the new grille ready to go on now. So first thing I want to do, I want to get rid of this number 8 plinth for now. So that's just held on by 2 Phillips head screws. And also need to change this for a matte black so we match the rest. So I'm spin it over. I'm not quite sure how this comes off, so let me get down. Seems like it's just clips. Right, so rings turned out to be an absolute nightmare. Be very careful. We broke the rings and one of the clips, but worst part of it all, the replacement front rings that I had and also rear wings both don't fit. So the rear wings didn't fit originally and I had to buy new ones. These ones don't fit either. Absolute rubbish. So yeah, I will put this, I will be shouting out the seller, but I can't remember their name, but absolute rubbish. So I've ordered some new ones to come tomorrow. I'm going to leave it without rings for now, because if I clip the silver ones back on, it'll then be a nightmare to get them back off when the black ones arrive. So yeah, this rubbish. This is, yeah, so it's not fitted yet. This is literally a little test fit, but it does fit beautiful. I think literally painting the rear thing is an absolute must. You just having the silver bar behind there would just be ridiculous. So it's painted up. I'm going to get it all secured up. So now we've got it secured back in place. You want to just reverse what we did before. So just get your screws back in. There we go, so the bolts are secured back down. Like I said, really pissed off about the grille. Oh shit, make sure we clipped in properly. But yeah, like I said, new grille is on order, so I'll do a quick update when it comes. I did get it next day, so fingers crossed. But today is Sunday, so whether they post it or not, who knows. Let me get everything buttoned back up, and we'll come back to you at the end as well, so you don't forget. Just get your covers clipped back in. Literally clip there, clip there, clip there. And just slide them in like that, clip straight down both sides. Just don't forget those, because they're easy to forget. I just nearly did, so don't forget. One thing I wanted to say as well, like I said in the light video, the toolkit in this car is very good, and just I didn't use it today, but it does come with the attachment for the screwdriver for the torque bolts. So if you haven't got a torque, don't worry, don't rush out and buy none. You've literally got it in the car already. So top tip. Right, so you're joining me a couple of days later. As you can see, it was a hard job to do, but we got it done. The replacement rings for the front of the car have now arrived, so I've footed them on. So let me roll some B-roll footage so you can see what it looks like now it's all finished, and then I'll come back to you and just tell you what's going to be in the next couple of videos. Right, so as you can see, I think the grille has made all the difference to the front of the car. I just think it looks absolutely amazing. I think it looks menacing. It's really transformed the front of the car. Plus, on a bonus, the car seems to be a bit faster for some reason. I don't know if that's in my head or if it's getting more airflow or what, but it seems faster. As you can see in the video, I've cut out the bit about the fog lights just because this video was already coming up half an hour long. And I was just like, let me just get out there. I've made another quick video which will be up next Friday, which will explain how to do the fog lights. We did do them, they look amazing, but you'll see that in the next video. Like I said, please like, share, subscribe. I do reply to all the comments. If anyone needs any advice on this or wants to ask any questions, please just hit me in the comments. I always reply straight away. But yeah, thank you for the continued support. Like I said, fog light video next week, and like I said, every Friday at 5 a new video will be dropping, so please keep supporting the channel.